there, everybody. Welcome to the channel. I'm Cindy Daychuck with Queen Bee Creations, and thanks for joining me today for 30 days of Christmas ornaments. So this is somewhere in the 30 days. If you've missed some, go on back. They're all on the channel, and certainly all the rest will be coming. They are also in a collection there. So there's a playlist of all the ornaments that I've done to date, both in this and in previous years, so you can check them all out for some inspiration. Now, in the whole lineup of ornaments that I've done, I have not yet done officially a wood slice ornament. So we are going to do one today. I'm going to pull you in. It's nice and simple. I'm of course using whatever I've got in my stash. I already have a hole drilled in my little ornament, so just know that. I think this is a cutie. So let's pull you in and get started. All right, what I do have is my wood slice ornament. I have a piece of thin jute that I am just going to start off by putting through the hole, just so that if I'm gluing things over it, on top of it, it's still there. So that's our little hanger. Just tie a quick little knot in the top, cut off a bit of the tail, and then we're good to go. So the first thing that I'm going to start with, we are doing a cute little owl. And the first thing I'm going to start with are the big googly owl eyes. I did have slightly smaller ones, right, this size. I just really like the big ones. I think that for an owl, it's the time to kind of go big, right? So I am just simply going to glue those on. And you know how they often have kind of those feathery tufts over their eyes? I'm just going to use a thicker jute. So this is a thick jute cording. And I'm just going to use it as kind of those tufts. Oh my goodness. Let me do this with my right hand because I think I have better aim. And I'm going to want them to kind of curve. So I'm going to kind of get it down in between and coming up. So this is where I wanted to have that hanging cord down already. I've taken this in half, and now I'm just going to just kind of bent it in half so I knew where to kind of glue, push it down in. Alrighty, there we go. Now what I do have, I had done a video not too long ago, I think in the fall, of doing a birch bark wreath, but with cutting out birch bark leaves. And I still have some that I didn't use. So I am going to cut these down and make little birch bark wings. Now, I understand you might not have birch bark. So you could use felt wings. You could use, I'm just going to use this as a template. Sorry, I was just thinking as I was talking. You could use felt. You could use maybe some well, I'm thinking burlap maybe for texture, but I'm not sure that that wouldn't fray. But you could use a textured cardboard. You could take your cardboard, cut it into a wing, and then take maybe like some texture medium or some spackle and just kind of paint some texture over it and then paint it out into wings. There's a lot of ways to be able to go. But if you get the birch bark like I do, why wouldn't you? The other thing that you can do is take some birch bark and cut it for the little beak. Let me do the beak right now. And I'm just kind of gluing it a little bit up. I don't want to glue the tip down. I want it sticking out just a little bit. But now I'm going to glue down those wings. This is so quick, but so cute. And do the other one. And then I have a stick that I took from, okay, this is too plain. I'm gonna look and see if I have a stick with some oomph to it. Hang on, okay. You could use a straight stick, but I just like the idea of, you know, if he's perching on something, having that little bit of that tail coming out or having something dragging down. But we're gonna glue that stick across the bottom. So that it looks like he's sitting on it. And then once that's firm, I don't want it gluing down to my paper. But once that's firmed up, then we can take some greenery and some berries, some moss. We can do whatever we want to just kind of zhuzh him up a little bit, right? So let me just see, I have a little bit of some greenery here, and let me cut that down a little, that we can have that coming out from behind. Let's turn them upside down. So we can tuck that in back here, following the line. And this is where you've got his wings to be able to help you be able to glue things down as well. I'm just going to put a dab to hold the stick in place. So far we've got the little bit of greenery sticking out. And I want to have, where'd my other little piece go? There we go. I want to be able to have some of this visible elsewhere too. So maybe it comes out in front. There we go. I'm going to glue it down to the stick. And then I'm going to go looking for some, you know, I've got some little pine cones and I have some little berries that I can start sticking in and add a little bit more texture to this and a little bit more detail. And then that's all there is to this one. So simple, but so cute. So there you have it. I unfurled his little feathers a little bit. I did a second one just to give you an idea of variation. I mean, using a lot of similar materials, but look how different they look. They take on their own little personality. So super, super cute, super fast, super easy, and just a lot of fun as a little quick wood slice owl ornament for your tree. Let me know what you think of this one. You know I love to hear from you. Definitely looking to see you on the next one or the previous ones or wherever you are in the lineup, wherever I am in the lineup. And I do know there's more to come, so stay tuned.